Hey everyone, всем привет! It's 10 in the morning in Moscow, Russia. And what does it mean? It means that it's time for our live stream. If you've been following my account or accounts of my friends, teachers, you know that every other day we make a live stream speaking about Russian New Year. So today it's my turn and I'm gonna tell you about New Year characters in Russia. I guess you know that each country has its own New Year and Christmas heroes, characters, so Russia has them as well, obviously. I'm wearing a costume of one of them, Snegurochka. In a couple of minutes, I will tell you more about her. So let's wait for a couple more people to join and we begin. First, I will tell you about some history of those characters, how they look, why they look like that, what's the difference, what they do. And hi, Helen. And then maybe if we have some time left, I will read you my favorite Russian New Year story. My son loves it, I love it because it's very old, and we also have a Soviet cartoon about it. I see only 6 people now. Where's everyone? Where's everyone, guys? Everybody's sleeping. It's not a good idea to sleep when we speak about New Year. So, first character. Of course, guess who? Grandpa Frost. In Russian, he is Ded Mороз. So here he is, Ded Mороz. You probably think that he looks familiar if you know Santa, if you know Saint Nicholas. Let me show another picture of him. You see? That one with beard. And no wonder that he looks familiar because originally, he came to Russian culture just like Saint Nicholas came to the Western culture. Actually, first, Slavic tribes were personalizing, do we have that word, the forces of nature. So when it was really cold outside, and guess how cold it is in Russia sometimes, so all those ancient Slavs were kind of imagining that it was some, not magician, some kind of a god, some small god was bringing the terrible cold and frost to people. So, and of course, how does the depiction of cold can look? It's some gray-haired, old, angry, maybe angry old guy. So later, he came to the classical Russian literature. You will find different tales. Even Pushkin wrote about Frost. It was not Grandpa Frost, it was just the Frost. Sometimes in English they translate it as King Frost. So, but there was nothing to do with New Year or Christmas. And only later, wait a second, I'll show you another picture of him. Here it is. Later, that Grandpa Frost was associated with Christmas, just like everywhere else in the Christian world. He was bringing presents to children, and he was doing it on Christmas, of course. But as you probably know, we talked about it a couple of days ago on YouTube. In the Soviet Union, the Christian religion, just like any religion actually, was almost forbidden. It was not completely banished, but people couldn't celebrate Christmas anymore. And even putting the tree and decorating the tree was forbidden. There were special patrols going down the streets and looking at the windows to check if maybe somebody is celebrating Christmas. And those people had troubles. So, of course, the symbol of the new year, that Saint Nicholas guy, was forbidden as well. But of course, it's impossible, I guess, not to celebrate at least something. So finally, thank goodness, in 1930s, the government decided that Russian kids need some celebration. So that's when Grandpa Frost, as we had him today, appeared finally. Starting, I think the first time he appeared was 1937. So it's kind of a young character and not an ancient one. So just the late 30s, that's when he officially became the symbol of New Year, not of Christmas. We don't celebrate Christmas with Grandpa Frost. He comes on December 31st, right? So what's the main difference with Santa? Because many people confuse him with Santa. Let me show the difference to you. So here we have Grandpa Frost, here we have Santa. You know those little tasks like find 10 differences. So first look at the hat, right? Santa has his long kolpak, yeah? And Grandpa Frost has a hat with some fur on it, because in Russia it's very cold and he lives in a forest, so it's really cold. He wears some warm clothes, so some serious furry hat. Also, the beard. Santa has this curly beard, and the short one rather, like that. And Grandpa Frost, I already showed this picture to you. He has long beard here or here. Look, long beard. Next, what's in the hand? Santa usually holds either nothing or some candy stick. Grandpa Frost has a magical staff. Usually it's made of ice. So today, actors who play Grandpa Frost, they decorate it with those, how do you call this stuff? I don't know. So with some silver decoration. So it's magical, it can put cold everywhere and decorate the Christmas tree. It's very common in children's celebrations that the actor, Grandpa Frost, it really comes from generation to generation. He says, like, well, there are no lights on the Christmas tree, and all the kids are like, oh no, what can we do? So Grandpa Frost says, like, yell 1, 2, 3, the Christmas tree light, and everybody yells. Also, usually he pretends that he's deaf and says, oh, I don't hear, I'm too old, and everybody yells again, and then boom, the tree is shining brightly. So as if he does it with his magical staff with the help of all the children. Also about the coat, again, Santa has his short coat with black belt. Grandpa Frost, again, it's very cold in Russia, so he's fully covered. He has long fur coat, длинная шуба. Originally, it's supposed to be blue or white or silver as a symbol of cold and snow and ice, but later it became red as well. So he paints his face red, and also he's dressed in red more and more often. But the blue one is the classical version. Also, the figure itself, Santa is usually depicted as some large, how to say it, plump, right? I don't want to say fat. He's not fat like fat. He's like just plump with cheeks, and it's considered cute that he's eating those cakes, cookies with milk. Nothing like that with Grandpa Frost. He's very healthy. He goes skiing in the forest. He's like patrolling the forest, covering trees with snow. So he's old, but he's very slim and very healthy. That's and tall, I guess. That's the next difference. Also about the boots. So Grandpa Frost is wearing traditional Russian valenki, those woolen big boots. And Santa, The next one, how he gets into the house. Santa goes through the chimney, right, to the fireplace. In Russia, we don't have fireplaces mostly. It's not a traditionally for Russia, never, no. So we mostly live in apartments. So in Russia, he comes through the window, Okay. Oh, about the transport. The next part is transport. As you know, Santa has those deers, Rudolph guy with red nose. Grandpa Frost, there are different versions. Sometimes he just walks himself, comes from the forest because he's healthy, remember? So in some children's cartoons, you will see how he goes skiing through the forest. And sometimes he has I don't remember, sledge or sledding. That thing where you sit and horses bring you there. So he has 3 horses. Sometimes some little animals help him with those sledges, like squirrels, hares, those guys who live in the forest. And where do they put presents, gifts? In America and in some other Western countries, people decorate houses with those beautiful. Oh, thank you. People in the comments are correcting me. Because I remember at school we learned it as sledge. Maybe it's some old version, I don't know. Okay, so they decorate houses with socks, all those beautiful socks. In Russia, we don't. We just wait for Grandpa Frost to come and to put the presents under the tree and nowhere else. So we don't do any socks. So that one, I think it stopped for a second because of the bad connection. So if you have any questions about Grandpa Frost, ask them in the comments. Oh, I received one question yesterday. It was who produces the toys for children. For example, Santa has this whole elf factory where little elves are making toys. Nothing like that here. Actually, officially, I think there is no some single version about it. We never thought about it when we were kids. Usually it's just like magic. He brings the presents. He's a magician, so he just can boom and they appear. It's not like somebody makes them, crafting them. And my son, modern kids, he thinks that he just buys them. For example, he says when he was writing a letter to Grandpa Frost, he wrote, "Please buy me a huge fire truck. Пожалуйста, купи." And I was like, he's not buying stuff. He's a magical person. He will bring it. He won't buy it. Of course, I already bought it myself and waiting for the new year. So the next one, the next person, and the next character is Snegurochka. Snegurochka. Probably you saw, if you like Russian culture, you probably saw the girl in blue or in white. Again, it has a long history. It appeared from a story about the girl made of snow. Made of snow. Her name was Snegurochka. It has nothing to do with New Year first. There is a theater play. There is an opera, very popular. Opera. Opera is Oprah Winfrey. Opera. How to pronounce the word opera? I'm not sure you know singing plays. So Snegurochka, the original story is that there were two people, man and woman, and they were in love, but unfortunately they couldn't have kids. So they grew older and older and older, but still being lonely. And one day they went out of their house, Привет, Alina, and they decided to make a kind of a snow girl, from the snow. And all of a sudden, something magical happened, and the girl started to speak, and she stayed with them as their granddaughter. And they were super happy, of course, because they found a child finally. But the story has a very sad ending. There is a tradition in Russia. There was a tradition in Russia when everybody was cherishing the sun when the spring came, and people in the village were jumping over the fire, big fire, and they were jumping. And Snegurochka wanted to play with everyone else because girls were having fun jumping, and they were kind of teasing her, go, jump with us. And finally, she decided to jump, and guess what happened? Of course, she just melted and turned into the water. So it's a pretty sad story, just like the mermaid turns to the sea foam in the ending. So sad story, but this is the prototype. Actually, Snegurochka, together with Grandpa Frost, appeared in late 30s. 1937 was the first time when she appeared together with Grandpa Frost on the children's celebration. So actually she is his granddaughter. And everybody asks, where is his wife? Where are his children? Why does he only have a granddaughter? So it's kind of strange. But actually, again, there is no answer. So maybe she was made from snow, just like in that old story, made of snow. So he wanted some company, and why not to have a little granddaughter? Also, before the revolution, a boy Frost was very popular, but now it's not anymore. I think it's forgotten. But actually, it was a symbol like the old year, Grandpa Frost, and the young new year, the boy Frost. But now I think it's only Snegurochka left. Originally, she was a little girl, about 8 or 10 years old. But of course, I guess due to the practical part of it, because actors are usually grown-ups, so they became young girls or even women, maybe. So today, usually, Snegurochka is some young girl, not a little girl. Also, I received a question, what does she do? Actually, she just helps Grandpa Frost. Because he's always playing being so old and as if he doesn't know what to do. Children are always yelling like, yeah, there, look there, he doesn't hear anything. It's so funny on children's celebrations. And always he forgets his bag with presents, and Snegurochka helps everyone and saves the day. So she's kind of this little person between Grandpa Frost and children, so she kind of helps to communicate, and of course just dancing, singing, and everything else. So actually, the funny thing is that, well, it's not funny actually, it's pretty sad. In some parts of Russia where the Islam is very popular in Muslim parts of Russia. Her character is banned sometimes. It's not allowed for Snegurochka to come to the children's celebrations because she usually is dressed in a short dress. So Muslim people don't allow this stuff. So Grandpa Frost comes alone there. So that was about Snegurochka. Snegurochka, she's always dressed in blue or in silver or maybe white. Also, I wanted to tell you about the next character. It's a snowman. Snowman is very popular. I will explain why. You see, another kind of a person that helps to communicate is the snowman, because it's pretty easy to build one. So it's a very common story when children want to say something to Grandpa Frost. For example, they have no Christmas tree. Oops, sorry, somebody tries to call me during my live stream. It's not a good idea. So maybe they will try a couple of times more. I hope they don't, but okay, let's try to continue. So when children need to send some message, to deliver some message, they make the snowman in the yard, and they give him the task, like go find Grandpa Frost and tell him something. So you see right here, he's hurrying up to the forest, and there are many cartoons about it, many stories when the snowman is having some adventures and problems trying to deliver the message. But it's not that popular anymore because simply there is no as much snow in central Russia as it used to be. So now it's not that popular practically, I mean, so only in stories. Also, I wanted to mention those little helpers of Grandpa Frost. So Santa has elves, right? Little elves who make toys, who help him to deliver them. Grandpa Frost lives in the forest, in the big wooden house in the forest. So forest animals, little animals, help him to do everything, especially cute ones. I'm not saying about wolves or foxes or bears. Usually those small little birds, little hares, squirrels, they always go jump and again bring news, help to pack the presents. You see again some birds here. So sometimes parents say to their children that a little helpers of Grandpa Frost came for the letter, for example. For example, my son was writing a letter and I put it to the fridge because Grandpa Frost likes the frost. And of course, at night I took it away secretly from there. And in the morning, of course, I said probably little squirrels or hares came. You see, the window is opened. Maybe they just came and took your letter. So they will certainly deliver it to Grandpa Frost. And I really, really hope that he doesn't find his letter in my in my wardrobe, because that's where I hid it. So that's another character. Again, you see those birds, they're everywhere. So mostly Russian New Year is about Grandpa Frost, Snegurochka, Snowman, and those little forest helpers. So how long has it been? Do we have some time to read? Because I wanted to read this classical story again about children who didn't have the Christmas tree, so they, in beautiful Russian cursive, they wrote to Grandpa Frost and built a snowman to deliver this letter. Okay, so this absolutely classical story. Let me quickly read it to you in slow Russian, obviously, what else? So the story is called Yolka. Actually, let me show the pictures to you. Wait a second. How to switch the camera? New Instagram is terrible. So Yolka.
Посмотрели сегодня утром ребята на календарь, а там последний листок остался. Завтра Новый год, завтра елка, игрушки будут готовы. Вот елки нет. Решили ребята написать Деду Морозу письмо, чтобы он прислал елку из дремучего леса, самую пушистую, самую красивую. So you see, those children are writing a letter to the Grandpa Frost. You see, there is a 31, December 31st. Yeah, those are Soviet kids, of course. You see those red ties. So here is the letter, and this is a chance to practice some Russian cursive. Милый Дедушка Мороз, подари нам, пожалуйста, елку на Новый год, а игрушки мы сами сделаем. Письмо тебе отнесет вот такой снеговик. This snowman, and it's they even wrote here, это снеговик. This is a snowman, so he certainly understands. Дедушке Морозу, to Grandpa Frost, от ребят, from kids. Написали ребята вот такое письмо и скорей побежали во двор снеговика лепить. Работали все дружно, кто снег сгребал, кто шары катал. На голову снеговику старое ведро надели, глаза из угольков сделали, а вместо носа воткнули морковку, carrot, морковку. Хороший получился снеговик-почтовик. Снеговик-почтовик means a snowman postman. Снеговик-почтовик. Дали ему ребята свое письмо и сказали: «Снеговик, снеговик, храбрый снежный почтовик, в темный лес пойдешь и письмо снесешь. Дед Мороз письмо получит, найдет в лесу елочку попушистее, получше в зеленых иголочках. Эту елку поскорей принеси для всех детей». So they are singing, "Go to the forest and bring the most beautiful Christmas tree." So here's the snowman. Наступил вечер, ребята домой ушли, а снеговик и говорит: «Задали мне задачу, куда мне идти теперь?» You see, he doesn't understand. Where should I go? «Возьми меня с собой», вдруг сказал щенок, puppy, щенок Бобик. His name is Бобик. «Я помогу тебе дорогу искать. I will help you to find the way». «Верно, вдвоем веселее», обрадовался снеговик. Wait a second, I don't see. Снеговик, будешь меня с письмом охранять, дорогу запоминать. You will help me on the road and remember where to go. So here some adventures start. Долго шли Снеговик и Бобик и, наконец, пришли в огромный дремучий лес. Огромный дремучий лес. And what happened there? Выбежал навстречу им заяц. Выбежал навстречу заяц. Где тут Дед Мороз живет? Where does Grandpa Frost live? Спросил его Снеговик. А зайцу отвечать некогда. За ним лиса гонится. He has no time to answer. The fox is following him. А Бобик тяф-тяф. It's like woof-woof. И тоже за зайцем вдогонку. Опечалился Снеговик. Видно, придется мне дальше одному идти. Тут как раз метель поднялась, завыл, закружил снежный буран. So it's strong wind, you see, he doesn't see anything. Задрожал Снеговик и рассыпался. You see, he broke. Остались только ведро, письмо и морковка. Прибежала обратно лиса. Лиса. Lisa is the most cunning character in Russian stories, so she's always sneaky and cunning. Лиса злая. Где тот, кто помешал мне зайца догнать? Смотрит, никого нет. Только письмо на снегу лежит. Схватила письмо и убежала. So she took the letter and ran away. Вернулся Бобик. Где снеговик? Нет снеговика. В это время лису волк нагнал. Что несешь, кума? Зарычал волк. Давай делиться. Не хочу делиться. Самой пригодится, сказала лиса и побежала. Волк за ней. А любопытная сорока за ними полетела. So she flew after them. Плачет Бобик. You see, плачет. Crying. Бобик плачет. А зайцы говорят ему, так тебе и надо, не гоняй нас, не пугай нас. So you deserve it. You shouldn't have, how to say chased? Chase? So don't chase us. You deserved what happened. Не буду пугать, не буду гонять, сказал Бобик, а сам еще громче заплакал. Не плачь, мы тебе поможем, сказали зайцы. А мы с зайцем поможем, сказали белки. So you see what's happening, just what I told you. The snowman delivering the message and those little helpers of Grandpa Frost, hares, squirrels. I wonder where the birds are. Oh, here they are. Okay, everything's fine. So, стали зайцы снеговика лепить, а белки им помогать. So they're building the snowman again. Лапками похлопывают, хвостиками обмахивают, на голову ему опять ведро надели, глаза из угольков сделали, а вместо носа воткнули морковку. «Спасибо», — сказал снеговик, — «что вы меня опять слепили. А теперь помогите мне Деда Мороза найти. Now help me to find Grandpa Frost». Повели его к медведю. And the bear in Russian culture is the wisest, or how to say, the most wise. So the smartest person in the forest is always a bear. So they brought him to bear. Повели его к медведю. Медведь в берлоге спал, еле разбудили. Рассказал ему снеговик про то, как послали его ребята с письмом к Деду Морозу. «Письмо!» – заревел медведь. «A letter!» «Где оно?» «Where is it?» Хватились, а письма нет. The letter disappeared. So, без письма вам Дед Мороз елку не даст. Grandpa Frost won't give a tree without a letter. What's wrong with the camera? Wait a second. Oh, yeah, that's better. Лучше идите назад домой, а я вас из леса провожу. Вдруг, откуда ни возьмись, прилетела сорока. Сорока. Трещит, вот письмо, и рассказала сорока, как письмо нашла. So, а было все вот так. So you see, the wolf was chasing the fox. They tried to, how to say it? He was trying to take the letter. They were fighting. So again, the bird took it and brought it to the snowman again. Ooh, he changed. So, пошли все с письмом к Деду Морозу. Снеговик спешит. He's in a hurry. Волнуется, то с горки скатится, то в яму провалится, то за пень зацепится. Хорошо медведь его выручал, а то бы опять рассыпался снеговик. So it's good that the bear was there to help him, because you see he's having some troubles there, going in some pits and yeah. So they all together come to who? Grandpa Frost, of course. So again, you see he has his stick, the full fur coat, fur hat. Yeah, and he's living in the forest. Наконец пришли к Деду Морозу. Прочитал Дед Мороз письмо и сказал: «Что же так поздно? Why so late? Не успеешь ты, снеговик, принести ребятам елку к Новому году». He's saying, it's too late, you won't be able to make it in time. Тут все за снеговика стали заступаться. So everyone started to defend the snowman, and they told the story about the fox. Заступаться, рассказали, что с ним было. Дед Мороз дал ему свои сани. So you see that. Sleigh, sled, sledge was the word. So, дал ему свои сани, и помчался снеговик с елкой к ребятам. Медведь к себе домой пошел спать до самой весны. So he went to sleep, спать, until the spring comes. Okay, what's going on here? Утром снеговик стоял на прежнем месте. Только у него в руках вместо письма была елка. So he came to the yard just where he was made, and the tree was there. Oh, and the next story begins. So it's the happy ending, and now all those children will have a proper New Year celebration. Yeah. Oh, what do? Here I am back. So that was the most typical story. There is a very nice cartoon based on this fairy tale. So I hope now you know more about Russian New Year characters. If you have any questions about them, you can ask me now. Oh, okay, some bad connection. So again, if you have any questions, you can ask them now. I'll be happy to answer. If you don't have any questions, I want to tell you that the next live session will be with my colleague and friend Anna from Russian for Americans account. So be sure to check it out. It will be on December 23rd on 2 p.m. I think. I'm not sure. You should check out the schedule. And also, I will make a post in my account for the giveaway. I will give away one of my courses. You can choose yourself. There is a movie course, a verbs of motion course, Russian slang book. So anything you want to take from my site, I will give it away for you for free, of course. So be sure to check out the post today for the giveaway. And again, December 23rd, it's my birthday actually. So Anna, Russian for Americans, will teach you how to cook Russian traditional New Year dishes, because she loves to cook. So be sure to check it out and subscribe to our New Year giveaway account if you still haven't. It's Russian New Year giveaway. Check out my latest post with videos, and you will see where to go. I see my mom saying спасибо за утро подсказку. Пожалуйста, я тебе сейчас позвоню, когда закончу. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I see you don't have any questions. I wish you all happy holidays. For Christians, I wish you happy Merry Christmas coming soon, then New Year, and yeah, just some happy Christmas and holidays time. Yeah, so I'm a little losing my voice again, so thank you very much. Be sure to check out today's giveaway and take part in it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you.